Nigerians stand united that Wike must go. He is an unnecessary distraction in the FCT. But President Bola Tinubu must remove Wike as Minister of FCT. He's bringing unnecessary distraction to the government. Yes. We as responsible citizens, we cannot accept this kind of uncouth, indecorous person to continue.
The protest that started in Abuja today is so timely. Now, there are so many things that have gone wrong in Abuja. Quote me well, I am not saying that Nyesom Wike is the reason why there are a lot of problems in Abuja. But right from the time he assumed office as the Minister of FCT, so many things have gone wrong, but he is not trying to put things in place. Now, come to look at the insecurity that is in Abuja right now. I've never seen Wike as a Minister of FCT doing press briefing concerning the insecurity, telling us how he can help to combat the insecurity in the place he is administrating. Only thing he has been doing, what is it called, press briefing from one place to the another. It's all about demolition of houses, retrieving of a CFO, and so on and so forth, adding pains to the people who are already in pain. So this is the problem, and I appreciate the courage of these people who troop out to start protesting that Nyesom Wike must go as the Minister of FCT. After all, he was not elected, he was appointed on them. So Nyesom Wike is supposed to calm down to understand the pains of the people in FCT. Amidst the insecurity in FCT, the destruction of properties and so on and so forth, and only thing he could continue to do is to make sure that every CFO that government have issued before, he started retrieving them back and annulling them. This is not fair, and I think people should commend everyone doing protests against this act of demolition.
Nigerians stand united that Wike must go. He is an unnecessary distraction in the FCT. But President Bola Tinubu must remove Wike as Minister of FCT. He's bringing unnecessary distraction to the government. Yes. We as responsible citizens, we cannot accept this kind of uncouth, indecorous person to continue to pilot the affairs of FCT. Yes. His actions are avoidably controversial and hurting, and his diction has been foul, combative, and condescending, as if he is a deliberate punishment sent to the people of the Federal Capital Territory by President Tinubu. Nyesom Wike's alleged penchant for land grabbing and cronyism has begun to emerge, as some of the land reforms are suspected to be targeted at dispossessing Nigerians of their properties and reacquiring them through cronies. There is tension in the FCT today under the brutal and sometimes criminal Wike is coming menace. His recent clash with the governor of Rivers State, Sir Siminalayi Fubara, isn't just a mere political disagreement, but a display of dirty politics that has no place in a civilized society. Wike's preoccupation with personal vendetta has diverted his attention from his primary responsibility, neglecting the critical objectives set by the federal government for the FCT. Wike's high-handedness in land policies, the revocation of lands, perceived animosity towards a particular section of the country, and the alarming manner in which lands are allocated reeks of high-level corruption. It is evident that the action of Mr. Wike do not align with the government agenda for reforms and development in the FCT. Mr. Wike's tactics, reminiscent of an emperor, which is exhibited during his tenure as governor of Rivers State. And these are detrimental to the progress and growth we seek for our FCT and the nation at large. Furthermore, Wike's disregard for decorum in media address and his reckless remarks without considering their implications on the administration are not befitting of a public office holder. His lack of accountability and administrative failures are evident that his actions threaten to cause irreparable harm to the administration's credibility. Therefore, we, the network of civil society for economic sustainability, call on President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu to take decisive action to contain the excesses of Mr. Nyesom Wike. It is in the best interest of our nation that Mr. Wike's disruptive tendencies are addressed promptly to safeguard the integrity of this administration and ensure that the objectives set for the FCT are pursued diligently and without any distractions from any quarters. Let us stand together in this call for accountability and responsible governance. Our nation deserves leaders who prioritize the public interest over personal agenda. Thank you very much. Aluta continua.
Don't ever believe that a politician is a leader. Don't ever believe that. Because the system that we have produces politicians. It doesn't produce leaders. And so you can have a politician who knows nothing about leadership and he's leading you. Politicians are concerned about the next election. That's all they're interested in. That's why they cannot be leaders. But leaders are different. Leaders are concerned about the next generation. I want you to compare those two thoughts the next time you have a politician come to your house wanting to vie for your vote. Just ask him, what is your vision for my children? I will sit and listen for 20 minutes for you to tell me what it is. He will leave your house because he has no interest in your children's children. His concern is to stay in power, to keep the position, to win the next election. This is why they cannot lead. When you are going to have a conversation with a politician, you should actually try this as a test. You, by the way, as a citizen of a community, you have a right to be seen by the mayor. Hope you know that. If you voted for a mayor, the mayor works for you. Therefore, you have a right to see him. You can make an appointment to see any public officer you voted for. Did you know that? That's your legal right. If he don't want to see you, you can take him to court. That's democracy. So I want you to make an appointment to go and see your mayor or go and see your governor and just sit and say, I want 30 minutes with you, sir. And ask him about that list right there. Sir, what is your purpose for being in leadership in this city? What is your purpose? The first question will make him very nervous. Second question, what is your passion for our community? He'll be wondering what you're talking about. What are you talking about? I just want to build roads and bridges and provide jobs. No. What is your passion? And this is why we need to question the leaders we have. And so I have a little thought here. I call it politics versus leadership. Let's talk about it for a second. Number one, politicians focus on programs, not vision. Number two, politicians' priority is securing the next election, not securing the next generation. Their focus is different. Number three, politicians are preoccupied with promises, not purpose. What we need is statesmen, stateswomen. We don't need more politicians. A statesman is an interesting human. A statesman thinks of the next generation.